Hi guys, welcome to Karen's Corner. Today I'm finally gonna start decluttering in my own home again. Now I haven't decluttered for almost 3 months, 2.5 months. So when it was December I decided to not declutter for a whole month, just enjoy the December month. And you know what, you can't even see the clutter. I mean, do you see it? I don't, it's vanished. Okay, now there's a lot of stuff over here, but we put blankets over it and it just magically disappeared. So I'm gonna take away the blanket soon. Let me just show you what it looks like. So this is now my clutter. This is the wall of boxes, but we put, like I said, put blankets over it and it just vanished. So I've had this in my living room for, well, almost 3 months now. So yeah, I really want to declutter again. It's just, okay. Anyway, so yeah, lots to do. But first I want to start by telling you, if you're new here, I want to explain what's going on, what all of this is. Because I have been decluttering for 2 years. And for that I need to get my tripod out because I need to sit down. Let's just do that. Okay, my declutter story. Okay, let me just first tell you, I am a collector. I love collecting things. Always have, always will. And well, 35 years ago I started collecting something you might only know if you live in Belgium or the Netherlands. It is called Suske en Wiske. It's a Belgian comic book. And there are lots of comics about Suske en Wiske. And there's also lots of merchandise of it. And I collected it all. I even had a little room where I had all my Suske en Wiske collectibles. It was fun. But after a few years, well, you know, actually it was a bit like the Hello Kitty collection I had years later. It vanished from the Netherlands. There's just, you could buy the new book, you could buy the luxury edition and another book that's all really expensive. You just buy it and put it on your shelf. That's no fun. So then I stopped collecting Suske en Wiske. But I kept all my items because my husband says, and he's right, maybe in a few years you want to collect it again. And with some of my collections that really happened. But most of the collections that I have collected over the years and stopped, I never collected again. So yeah, 35 years of marriage and lots of collectibles. So I've collected a lot and I'm still collecting a lot, but less than I was. I could have about 6 or 7 collections going on at the same time. I don't do that anymore. Only also because of environment. I don't want to buy all that stuff anymore. I am a collector, I will always be. So I try to buy a bit more secondhand stuff and still enjoy collecting. Anyway, I also have collections like that I have had for 30 years and I'm still collecting, like I want to show you. I do have those little click cameras. So there's a little picture in the camera. You click and then you see the next picture. I've been collecting that for I think over 30 years, maybe 33 years. And I think I have maybe 200 of them. So sometimes I find 1 a year or 2. Sometimes I don't find anything at all. And then I find 6 in a year. So that's a very slow collection, but I just love that and I keep it. But there are lots of collections, as you can imagine. For someone who has collected a lot in 35 years, I've got lots of stuff. And then of course you've got the normal stuff. I've got a tea service I got from my mom that I really love to use on special occasions. But a few years ago I put it in the attic because, well, I wanted some room for some new stuff in my cabinet and I didn't really use that much. And the kids are out of the house now, so you know what, let's just put it in a box, put it in the attic. Stuff like that. So collections and just stuff. And I am also a crafter. I am a stamper. I make creative videos. If you're new here, I make creative videos every Monday and Wednesday. I have lots of stuff. I had my own stamping store. I've got still lots of stuff from my stamping store. So as you can imagine, just lots of stuff. So about 2 years ago, my daughter said, "Mom, your attic is really a mess now. It looks a bit like you're a hoarder now." And some people think I am, but I am a collector. There is a difference, and I know it's a thin line between hoarder and collecting. But the reason why I have so much stuff in my attic has another reason. It's not because I don't want to let go of it or want to get it out. But about 14 years ago, I got heel spurs and I got treatment and another treatment and another treatment. Let's just say it's 14 years ago and nothing helps. So I can walk around a little bit. I can stand still for about 1 or 2 minutes, and I can walk for about 6 or 7 minutes now. That was 2 minutes a year ago, but now I can walk 7 minutes. So yay! Maybe next year I can walk 8 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, I've got this handicap that stops me from doing too much. If you want to declutter, you have to stand still, because you have to get stuff and then put it somewhere or bring it downstairs, and then you have to stand a lot. Or you have to sit on a chair like I do now, but then you lean over, sorry, to get something. And when I lean over, I just put some weight on my feet, and that's okay. But when I do that for half an hour, it starts to hurt. So I only have a short period of time that I can declutter. And that's the problem. Because when we started decluttering 2 years ago, we thought, well, it might take a year, because we know it takes a long time. But we're 2 years in now, and I haven't even decluttered, I think, 10% of what I need to declutter. Oh boy. But also, it's not just my handicap, because that is a problem, because I start decluttering, and when I declutter I make piles. This can go to the thrift store, this needs to be recycled, this can go in the bin, and this I want to keep, and this I want to give to that person. So I make little piles. But then that's too much. So then I have to stop for 2 or 3 or 4 days or sometimes a week, and all that stuff is in my room. And then I can go on. So yeah, sometimes I just need to take 2 or 3 weeks break, do nothing, and then it just sits there in my room. So that's why I have so much behind me. Long story. But there's more, guys. So like I said, December month I just didn't declutter. I didn't want to, but I wanted to start decluttering in January. Like I started at my son's house. That was my previous video. So I thought, let's declutter in my house next. Yeah, then life happens. I had loads of doctor's appointments for myself and for my daughter and for my mom, and then we had to go to hospital for an appointment, and then we had to do a test. And well, my daughter had that, I had that, my mom had that. Well, my mom was last year, so that was not now. But I have lots of those appointments. You have to go to the hospital and you talk to a doctor, and he says, or she says, let's do some tests, and we do some tests. You have to come back once or twice, and then you get the results. And sometimes they can help you, and they say you have to do this or that, so you have to do that. It takes a lot of time, because it is for my mom, for me and my daughter. And so that was the last 3 weeks. For my daughter and myself, we had to go, and we also had meetings with healthcare people, and it's all amazing that it's here and that it works and that they have that and that they can help sometimes, or can say, yeah, we can't help you, but at least you know what's going on. This is a whole lot of rambling. Anyway, that was our last 3 weeks. Very busy. So we didn't declutter anything. But now I have a week. I have nothing. Not one meeting, not one doctor's appointment, nothing. Next week I've got 2 doctor's appointments, but that's a different story. So I thought, you know what, let's start decluttering right now, right today. Well, actually I decided that yesterday, so let's start decluttering tomorrow. Ha! So yesterday evening, this hand thought, yeah, you know what, let's just start to hurt really badly. I really don't know what's going on with this hand, but I have a bit of trouble with it. So yesterday I opened a soda bottle, and I opened it, and my hand just, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I can't use this hand for today at least, and probably tomorrow and the day after. So can I declutter? So that's what always happens. I have a very wonderful body that's full of surprises, let's just say that. Because I really intended to declutter lots of this, but I can't use my left hand. But I can still use my right hand. Okay, so yeah. But I can't use my left hand. But I can still use my right hand. So I am going to try to declutter something. So that was a lot of talking. I'm gonna need the help of my husband. So what I am going to do, I wanted to film this, but now I'm just not going to, because it's just too much strain on my left hand. I'm going to ask my husband to put all the boxes over here, and I'm gonna sort through the items that I already sorted through. What? Yes, I sorted through a lot of items, and I have had those items on Marktplaats, which is a Dutch auction site, for almost 3 months now. And I did sell some items, but most of it nobody wants. That's the problem, because when I have videos like this, people from the US or other places say, you need to sell it, you can make a lot of money. Maybe where you live, but over here nobody wants it. So I need to let go of a lot of stuff that nobody wants. I mean, I do have lots of beautiful Disney collectibles. Nobody wants it. I have it on the auction site for a few euros, but still nobody wants it. And that's the part that I find hard. I mean, it's not hard to let go of stuff. I am at the point now, after 2 years of decluttering, just stuff like a tea service or just stuff, give it to the thrift store, no problem. But collectibles, that's a whole different thing. So I'm gonna find out, gonna search through my stuff and see what I have had on the auction site for almost 3 months, and I need to let go of it. I need to give it to charity, even though it's a collectible. But I'm gonna sort through that, and when I've done that, it might be tomorrow, because I have no idea how it's gonna go today with this weird hand. This hand is very happy, this hand, no. So I might film again tomorrow and show you what I have and what I mean. So it's more of a talking video. If you're still here, thank you so much. And let's get to it. I'm just gonna start. So see you in, I don't know, maybe in an hour, maybe tomorrow. So bye. So I've been sorting through the boxes I already sorted through, and this is one of the examples of stuff that I've had on Marktplaats for a while, the Dutch auction site, and just nobody wants to buy it. I know there are lots of people out there who really want this, but well, they just have to happen to look at that moment. So if someone watches this, if you want it, make me an offer. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8 really nice huge puzzles. They're so cute. And I've got loads of them. I've got teddy bears, I've got Asterix and Obelix, which is another Belgium comic. I've got, well, all kinds of puzzles. Oh my gosh, what do I have? These are all pamphlets that go with this stuff. Well, this is the Lion King. All kinds of really awesome huge puzzles. I love these. Normally they are very small, the puzzles with the surprise eggs, but these are huge. And then you have all these hippo items, and I just think they're awesome. I even have a Marilyn Monroe hippo. Now these ones are a bit dirty. Oh, this one is okay. This one is a bit dirty, but for a collector that might not be a problem. And as I said, I don't really need much money for this. I just want it to go to a collector. So if there's a collector watching, make me an offer. I even have this. This is a diorama, and these were so special when I got these. And yeah, this one is a bit wrinkled, but it's still nice. This is just a really awesome collection. So a few years back, when I still collected this, I would go nuts if I would see this. I did buy loads of it on Marktplaats myself. So that's the problem with stuff like this. I want this to go to a collector. But how do you find that collector? Yeah. So again, if someone's watching, make me an offer. Okay, I'll show you something else. Okay, then next up, this is just something I've had on my in my living room for a while, and it's really cute, but now, you know, I want something else. So this is gonna go to the charity shop. I've got a Paul Simon Homeward Bound The Farewell Tour with some items in it. Oh, it's closed, but there are some VIP items you got when you got a VIP card. Yeah, I don't need this, but I know there's a Paul Simon fan out there who wants this. So this stuff is hard to let go of. I mean, it's gonna go to the thrift store now. I mean, I can't keep it forever. And stuff like this as well. I mean, look at it. I've got chip purse with a chip wallet, and I've got a cute little Stitch, and this is a Stitch mirror with a scrump mirror inside. It's really cute. I've got these 2 mugs. I've got some containers. I've got a little door hanger, and I've got this cute Bambi and this cute purse. So I had this all on Marktplaats for just a few euros. 2 euros, 2.50, 3 euros, 1 euro, I think. I don't know, very cheap. And but nobody wants it. So then I had it in one buy for, I think, 10 euros or so. Yeah, nobody wants it. So now it's just gonna go to the thrift store. I'm just gonna give it away. And like I said, with normal stuff, if this was a normal mug, no problem. Like this, no problem. It just goes to the thrift store. This, I find it sad that I can't make a Paul Simon fan happy. And this is the same. This Disney collectors would love this, but apparently not. So now it's just gonna go to the thrift store, and I hope someone will buy this for maybe 25 cents and be very happy with it, because I don't really need it anymore. It's also very hard not to put it back in my collection, but I collect other stuff now. This is gonna go. So I'm gonna put this in a box and it's gonna go to the thrift store. But that's just a problem. A lot of people say you can make a lot of money out of this. Nope, I can't. So it's gonna go to the thrift store, and maybe someone will be happy when they buy this for 25 cents or so at the thrift store. I got this cute Minnie Mouse bag. Oh well. So I'm gonna get myself a box and start piling up stuff, because I do have more. Let me just show you. Oh, I can't get the box because I have to get it out of the shed, and I can't do that with my hand. So I'm just gonna put it in some crates I have over here, and then later on put it in the boxes. Okay. So this is what I mean with just stuff. It's easy to let go of. This I had in my living room for a while, and it was fun, but now I want something else, so this can go. I bought a Alice in Wonderland DVD of these girls, and this one came free with it, so okay, it can go to the thrift store. Here are some old CDs that can go, some boxes that can go. This I tried to sell on Marktplaats, but nobody wants it, so it's gonna go to the thrift store. That's what I mean. I don't have problem letting go of stuff. It's just the collectibles that are so hard. So, thrift store. So I can put it in here. And these are gonna go in here. So, like I said, I need to get a box, but not today. Okay, and then I have items like this. This beautiful Snow White doll. It was... How much was it? 28 euros, and I had it on Marktplaats for I think 15 euros. Yeah, so this one is gonna go back in the box, and I'm just gonna try to sell it a bit later, because I can't just let go of this. This needs to go to a real collector, and actually I do want a bit of money back for this one. The same goes for this bag. It's really cute. I have never used it. I bought 3 of them because I love them, and I thought I can't use all 3 of them. This one I actually can't use because most of the time I'm in my wheelchair, and this is just not handy in a wheelchair. So I decided I'm going to sell it. But nobody wants it at the moment. So these 2 I'm gonna try again. They're just too beautiful to just give to the thrift store for now. And then I have this, very pink. Never been used again, so I will try to sell it. I have not tried it yet, so this one is gonna go on Marktplaats, and I'm gonna try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, it's gonna go to the thrift store. Of course, first I want to try to get a bit of money back. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, and then you have stuff like this. So these are a bit of collectibles, but not really. You can still buy these, I think. So I've had these on my shelf for a few years, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. But this is stuff. This is stuff I can get rid of. If this was old, if this was original from the 60s, yeah, that would be a different story. I wouldn't get rid of them. I would put them somewhere else. But I've had these, I've enjoyed these for a few years, and now they can go. So I don't mind giving this to the thrift store. Or first I'm going to try to sell it, because there might be Beatle fans out there who think, oh, I really want that. So I do want to try sell stuff like this. But if it doesn't sell, yeah, it's just going to go to the thrift store. So, but I do have to ask my husband, because he's a Beatle fan too, and maybe he wants to keep it or take it upstairs with him in the attic and put it in his at his desk. I don't know, with pens or so in it. I don't know. I want to ask if he wants to keep it. But for me, this is not that difficult to let go of. I enjoyed it for a few years, and now I'm just letting go of it. That's okay. Just like that. Not difficult to let go of. But this, that's a collector's item. It's difficult to let go of. Okay guys, that was it for today. I know it wasn't that much. It was more of a rambling video, but I really wanted to explain to you why it is so hard to declutter. First of all, my handicap and my health and stuff like that. And second of all, it's hard to let go of collector's items. But I am at the point that it's not hard to let go of them, but I really want to find a collector to take them off my hands. That's actually the problem. But I did throw out. No, I never throw anything out. People will think I just throw things away. I hardly ever throw anything away. It's all gonna go to the thrift store, or it's gonna be recycled or whatever. But this is all gonna go to the thrift store, and there's lots of Disney stuff in there. So I hope someone will be very happy with it and can play with it, and I'm just gonna let go of it. And of course, as you saw, there are some items I want to sell again, and some I want to try again. And if you know of someone who collects Kinder eggs, Ferrero surprise eggs, I don't really know what you call them in English, let me know, because I really would love this to go to a collector instead of just some kids who play with a puzzle one time and then all the pieces are everywhere. So let me know if you know someone. So I only decluttered one box, as you can see. One box. That's it. But I really want to declutter more, but it's just not gonna happen today. So today I decluttered one box and I made some decisions and I explained to you what is going on. I hope you liked the video. If you did, I would love a big thumb. Oh, that's a big thumb. A big thumbs up. And I would love it if you leave some comments. I would love to know if you understand the difference between letting go of stuff and trying to let go of collector's items. I would love to know if you really get that. So I would love it if you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And guys, there are going to be so many more declutter videos, and they're going to be a bit more decluttery than this one. I'm going to ask my daughter to come declutter with me. There are 2 boxes that I need to declutter that are upstairs, and I did have a sneak peek and I think I saw something else. So I really want to declutter that box. So I might do that pretty soon, and then we're going to start on the ball of boxes. Yeah, it's been a hot the ball of boxes. I think I need to stop now. So see you next time. Groetjes from Holland. Greetings from Holland. Bye.